What's going on, everybody? My name is Adam Bradley, and my wife and I just bought this house, and we are going to be turning it into a smart house, one device at a time. On a new mini-series on this channel called New House, New Tech, where every episode we are going to be upgrading one part of the house, whether it be a door lock, a thermostat, adding camera, and at the very end of this series, I will be doing a smart home house tour. So if you are really interested in smart home gear and how to automate your lifestyle, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the videos coming up.
Alright, for episode 1, we are starting at the front of the house and upgrading our quick-set door lock to a Yale Assure SL Smart Lock with the IM1 network module. The Yale Assure SL is a sleek and minimalist door lock that replaces your existing deadbolt, has a built-in keypad, and works with HomeKit. With the keypad, you can create different PIN codes for different people, and we'll get into that later on in the video. Now let's check out what's in the box. The first item in the box is just paperwork, the instruction manual on how to program the lock, an ad, and a drilling template if you're installing this on a new door. And it also tells you to go ahead and download the Yale Secure app. Next, we have the touchscreen. It's actually a quite minimal design at about 3.5 inches tall. It has no physical buttons anywhere on the lock, and it has a cable assembly sticking out in the back, which we will connect to the interior part later on. Here is the network module, which is used for HomeKit, and it has the setup code on the back. Next, we have 4 AA alkaline batteries to power the lock. We also have hardware components, such as the latch and strike plate, and all the screws you need and or may need to install this lock. And finally, we have the brains of the lock, the interior. It has a thumb turn so you can manually lock and unlock the door. Now let's go ahead and install this lock. All you do is remove your existing hardware, install the latch and strike plate. It has an up arrow so you know which way to put it inside your door. Unfortunately, my door plate size was not big enough for the Yale strike plate, so I had to increase the hole size a little bit, and then I was able to slide the strike plate in just fine. Next, slide in the touchscreen and run the cable under the drive latch. It does have a cable goes here indicator, which is nice, so you know exactly how to connect the cable. Mount the interior to the door. I could not get these silver screws to fit in my door, so I had to use the extra black screws included in the bag in order for my door to connect properly. Connect the cable, and next you want to test the thumb latch to make sure that everything unlocks and locks properly. Make sure your lock closes perfectly or it will have issues locking on its own and it'll make this sound. Next, install the network module if you have one. Install the batteries and you will hear this noise. Then go to the touchpad and type in a master PIN.
Register master code. Press the gear key to continue. Register. Enter a 4 to 8 digit PIN code. Press the gear key to continue. Registered.
Next, we need to add this lock to the Yale Secure app. Tap the plus button, tap your lock, then scan the included HomeKit code and it'll add it to your home app. Rename the lock and tap the gear icon to adjust to these settings. Now, as a heads up, unfortunately settings does take about 10 to 15 seconds to read the data and load, but once it does that, then you can easily see your battery life and adjust the settings. One feature I do want to touch on real quick is this feature called One Touch Lock. And with this feature enabled, you can just place your hand over the lock and it will auto lock. With this feature turned off, you will have to type in the code in order to lock the door. Next to the gear icon is a keypad icon, which is where you go and set up your PIN codes. This unfortunately does take about 10 to 15 seconds to load as well. In this section, you can create PIN codes for your family members, your friends. So to add a code, tap the add PIN code icon, tap in the name and the code, and then add PIN. Then you can start using the new code right away. And you will also get a notification from your home app whenever the door has been locked and unlocked. And you can easily delete codes by swiping to the left and tapping delete, and that code will no longer work and it will be removed from the lock. In the home app, you can tap or press and hold and swipe up to unlock the door and swipe down to lock the door. So everything is very fast and responsive. Now let's get into 3 ways that you can control/automate with this smart lock. The first way is that you can control it with Siri. The second way is that you can control it with your Apple Watch. And the third way, and my favorite way, is with Siri shortcuts. I've created one called I'm Home, and so once I tap that, the door will automatically unlock. And I have another Siri shortcut called Lock, and once I tap that, the door will automatically lock. And stay tuned for episode 2 of New House, New Tech, where in the next episode we are going to be upgrading this Honeywell thermostat to the Ecobee 3 light thermostat. Have a great week, guys. See you soon. Bye.